Supernova Gear Stands are found throughout the Battle Royale map, but players can find consistent and reliable locations in the basement of Supernova Academy, and within the Supernova Labs, which are locations on the map that can be spotted via the alchemy symbol. Once players interact with a Supernova Gear Stand, loot will drop, and players just have to do this 5 times across 5 matches. Players will need to hit players with the base boost 5 times, but in order to get the base boost, they need to rely on RNG to open Supernova Gear Stands and Supernova chests by raising their hero rank. However, there is a guaranteed way to get the base boost by visiting Synthwave, west of the Resistance base, as this NPC vendor sells the base boost for 300 gold. The Tracking Visor is another piece of gear that can be found in Supernova Gear Stands, but players can get a guaranteed Tracking Visor from Killswitch for 200 gold, who is located at Foxy Floodgate. With the Tracking Visor equipped in your loadout, hit button to scan the area, and an audio cue will indicate that someone has been spotted. Look for an enemy glowing red, and then eliminate them. For this quest, players must hit a total of 3 players with Superman Sprites later. The Superman Sprite is found roaming the Battle Royale map, so drive a vehicle nearby to Sprite shrines where these little blue cape-wearing sprites roam. Players can then kidnap a Superman Sprite as part of their loadout and equip it to fire a long-range laser beam from its eyes, where hitting 3 enemies in total will complete the quest. Players can purchase Myst Gauntlets for 300 gold from Myst, located at Supernova Academy in the furthest north building's basement. Alternatively, players can linger around the center circle of the map in a vehicle and wait for the Kryptonian Form to appear, marked on the map as a Superman symbol. Obtaining the Kryptonian Form is more powerful, but the Myst Gauntlets are more reliable. Players will need to eliminate 5 other players in total, and the Myst Gauntlets do not do a great amount of damage, so again, it might be wise to first down an enemy, then eliminate them with the Myst Gauntlets. The Sidekick Sprite is the orange sprite that can be found skipping all over the map, but closest to sprite shrines. Find the orange sprite and pick it up, and then throw it on the ground close to your feet. Afterwards, the Sidekick Sprite will provide players with dash charges that surround their body, and then players can use all 3 super dash abilities by tapping jump button while in the air. The Surf Cube automatically allows players to travel over water once players equip it, but in order to get it, players must visit Lightrider at Shiny Shafts and purchase one for 300 gold. Equip the Surf Cube and traverse over water for 300 meters in total, which won't take too long to do. Players can grab the base boost gear from Synthwave for 300 gold, just west of the resistance base. Players must destroy 50 structures, and these can be anything from trees, fences, walls, and more. The Wingshot Grappler is a mythic that can be purchased from Robin for 600 gold at the Slurp Room landmark, northeast of Demon's Domain. With the Wingshot Grappler, players can aim at any surface to launch themselves forward and in the air, where they will then activate a glide. The best way to complete this quest is to use the Wingshot Grappler on a cliff and then glide across the map with the airtime provided to easily make 100 meters. Players will need to deal 1,500 damage to other players with the Supernova Gear or Superman Sprite, but the catch is that it has to be in the top 20. This means that for solo players, there are only 19 players left, making the map rather small, especially when 1,500 damage is the total of 7 players. For this quest, players should focus on stocking up on useful Supernova gear, like the Killswitch revolvers and Myst Gauntlets, and then use these weapons to engage other players. Alternatively, players can try and get lucky to claim the Superman mythic, but its randomized spawn and demand from other players make it a risky item to obtain. But every kill will grant more health, so that players can stay in the fight as Superman for longer.